Hey guys, hey, welcome to Doing Relationships Right. I'm Jennifer Hurvitz. I can never say that. Doing Relationships Right. Hi, again, I'm Jennifer Hurvitz, and welcome. It's Friday. It's a Just Jen episode. I'm super excited because I love to just rant and talk and hang out with you guys. A short micro version episode of Doing Divorce Right. Oh, Doing Divorce Right. My God, what is this? Doing Relationships Right. I keep changing it, but it's staying. It's Doing Relationships Right. Hi. Okay. So today I'm going to talk about a topic that I get quite often from my younger clients, my millennials, my younger guys, my younger gals. I'm going to tell a little story in a minute, but first I'm going to say to you, I'm on a new platform. This is called Riverside FM. I'm a little bit nervous today. It's my first episode on the new platform. I hope it goes well. I see that it's recording, so I'm happy about that. I hope it sounds better. I hope I look better. I hope that things are okay because if not, I'm going to freak out. I've been on Zoom for the last 2 years, and everybody that I know is raving about this Riverside FM, whatever it is. And I've joined this new thing for adults called Clubhouse. Have you heard about Clubhouse? Clubhouse has now consumed my every minute. I'm quite obsessed with it. It's like this crazy platform. It's kind of like you join these rooms and you join these clubs and you hear about social media and you hear about dating and you talk about relationships and whatever you want to get into this room. And so I'm moderating some rooms, which is super fun. I get to talk more than I already do. But I love it. Clubhouse. So join me over there if you want. You need an invitation. It's invite only. I have a few left if you'd like to reach out to me and get an invite, but it is invitation only. I've met some amazing people, which is so crazy because, new people that's like great for me, great for my biz. So today, after being on Clubhouse all week and hearing these younger millennial little chickies talking about, dating in their 30s or dating in their 20s, and so many of them are freaking out because they're not married. And I'm like, what in the actual fuck? I know that, back when I got married, I felt the same way. I had been to every one of my girlfriend's weddings. I was always a bridesmaid. I had like bridesmaids dresses in rainbow colors with dyeable shoes to match. And I thought to myself, I felt the same pressure. I felt the same pressure that I had to get married. But that was like, a Jewish girl thing. All the moms are like, when are you getting married? When are you getting, well, what about you, Jen? And blah, blah, blah. Yeah, well, okay. But it's still going on. And it's still, these girls feel like there's a stigma. Not so much the guys. The guys are like, fuck it, I'm waiting forever. But I'm going to tell a little story. I was sitting on a plane when I could fly. Last year, I was going to a speaking event in Detroit. Maybe it was Detroit, maybe it was, I don't know where it was. Who knows? I was going to speak about the successful tips in a relationship and, how to make your marriage work and blah, blah, blah. And I was doing some work on the plane and I was on my, I think I had my book out maybe, and I was highlighting parts and I was deciding what blah, blah, blah I'm working over. And this little chickie, little sweet little thing next to me. Oh my God, she must have been, who even knows? I know how old she was because I asked her. But we started talking and she said, what do you do? And, I see your book and whatever. And I told her what I did, of course, because I'm a Yenta. And she said to me, the first thing she said, she had tears in her eyes and she said, I am 26 years old and I swear I'm never going to get married. I feel so old. All my friends are married. I'm the last one, but I feel like I'm super independent and I really don't want to get married. Am I okay? Like, is there something wrong with me? And I wanted to cry. I wanted to absolutely just, I felt so bad for her. I looked at her and I couldn't really look at her because she was next to me and I had the end seat or the window seat and she had the aisle, but we kind of chit-chatted and I said, the first thing I said to her was, why? Why do you feel at 26 years old that you need to get married? Now, there's a difference if you want to get married. I get it. You want to get married. You've been with your guy for X amount of years, or you want to get married because you want to have kids. But if you don't need to get married, y'all. You don't need to ever get need. No, it should be a want, first of all. Second of all, oh my gosh, the last thing you want to do is get married for the wrong reasons. Okay, what we call these marriages now under the age of 27, swear to God, this is what we call them in my TED Talk. I'm going to talk about this. It was canceled, but when I do, they're called starter marriages. And literally, people between, that get married before they're 27 that are getting divorced, they're called starter marriages. These marriages are their first marriage, and they're just the starter marriages because they tend to end up in divorce because they're getting married too young. and they're just not working. Okay, your amygdala, your brain, you're not mature enough to make these decisions, and you're just jumping into something that you're not ready for. And that's okay, because you have to grow together or you grow apart. I talk about this all the time. So I said to this young woman, I said, honey, you are okay. It is okay to not be married at 30. It's okay to not be married at 35. It's okay to look. I said, do you want kids? And she said, oh my God, so badly I want kids, but just not now. I'm working on my life. I'm working on my career. I got this new job in Colorado, and I'm doing this whatever, and it's so cool. And I said, whoa. I said, look, you have options, so many options. I said, you can always freeze your eggs. Now, people they think I'm nuts when I say this. She looked at me, she's like, what are you talking about? I said, no, you can't. It's expensive, but you can actually, women, freeze your eggs. There's nothing wrong with that. Go in, talk to your gynecologist, freeze some eggs, and put them away. Then it takes all the pressure off of all of this. Don't be getting married just because you want to have kids. I did that. I did. I wanted kids from the day I was born. Okay, not really, but I always wanted kids. And I was dating to get married. I was dating to have children. I remember looking at my husband when we were at the bar on our first date, and I was like, God, I wish I could just have your sperm. And he thought I was kidding. I was not kidding. He was the perfect sperm, like the perfect storm, the perfect sperm. And he was, I looked at him and I saw like a spermy body with a head. I thought to myself, this is it. I must have this person. I wasn't looking for a husband. I was looking for a father of my kids. That is not okay. Now, looking back, I know this now. That's why I'm divorced. I went into my marriage looking for a father instead of looking for a spouse. Y'all want to fuck this up? Don't do that. Listen to me. I don't bullshit you. My job is not to bullshit you. Look, you can listen to other podcasts. They're going to give you stay, should I go, blah, blah. It's fine. I'm not going to bullshit you. If you're younger than 30 or younger than 35 and you are getting married to have children, stop, pull back and say to yourself, what am I doing? Because you're not doing those kids any service. You're not doing you're doing a disservice, because you're not going to be in that marriage for the right reasons, and you're going to resent your husband. Trust me on this, you will, because you'll be giving up your life and your life's goals and your everything you're doing to raise those babies, which is fine. Look, I'm not saying, I wouldn't change it. I loved my babies they were my life. They came out of my vagina. You've heard me say this, and they were the first thing, my priority, but my husband became the second, and that's not okay. It's not okay to put your husband or your wife or your spouse second. You must put them first, and your kids second if you want to have a good relationship with your spouse. You have to. You have to. And I've said it 5 million times, and you can all go, wow, she's crazy. We got to put our kids first. No, I'm not saying you leave them in out with a bowl of kibble and you go to the store and no, I'm saying you nurture the bond you have with your spouse so that your kids see what a healthy, loving relationship looks like. And then all of a sudden they become first. Because let me tell you, if you don't love your spouse and make love to your spouse, let me tell you where you're going to end up. Sitting here doing a podcast called Doing Relationships Right. Okay? I'm telling you, it's okay to be 30 or 35 and not be married. It's okay. I tell my boys all the time, don't even look at a girl. Don't even think about an engagement ring until you're 35 or 40. I don't care. I don't care. I'm holding myself to it, and that's it. Because look, it's about slow love. Slow love. Helen Fisher, is it Helen Fisher? My God, am I getting this wrong? She's a biological anthropologist. She talks about slow love. If I'm doing this wrong and I'm quoting the wrong person, I'm going to put it in the show notes, right? I think is it Helen Fisher? I think so, yes. And she talks about slow love and about how you must take things slowly. You must, these millennials, they've got it right. Y'all, they've got it right. They're waiting to get married. It's not that they don't take marriage seriously. It's that they take it more seriously. They're taking commitment more seriously than we did because they're waiting. Instead of dating to find a father, they're dating to find a husband or a spouse. That is the right way to do this. The right way. My God. Okay, so I give them credit. I looked at that girl and I said, girl, you've got this right. You've got this right. And she's like, oh my God, I feel so much better. Where can I find you? I gave her my podcast or whatever. If you want to read more about this, it's what I talk about in my books. Go ahead. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, a divorce coach's guide to staying married. I'm not saying that they don't work. I'm not saying that marriages under the age of 27 can't happen and can't be successful, but the chances are, I'm going to get in so much trouble for this. The chances are that you've done it for the wrong reason. Do it for the right reason. Date for a long time. Millennials date longer. You think that they're all like all over the place, bouncing off the walls, like doing their thing and dating lots. They're not. They're dating one person for longer, and then they're getting married, and their engagements are longer. For God's sakes, I dated my husband 10 months, 6 months later I was engaged, 6 months later I had a kid. I didn't even know him. Okay? He is my best friend now because I got divorced. I was I could just go on for days. Anywho, I just gave you my whole TED talk basically, just so you know. Don't steal it. It's good stuff. Anywho, that's it. I'm going to go because I'm talking for way too long and I'm boring myself. You know how that goes. But yeah, so a little tidbit and a little thing. Just remember, and this is my one thing that I always say to everyone. It's not about finding the right partner. It's about being the right partner. So if you're not ready to be the right partner for someone else, you don't know who you are inside, you can't love yourself and be by yourself. It's okay to be by yourself. It is okay to be alone. If you can't find who you are, how is anyone else going to know who you are? How is anyone else going to love you? It's not about finding the right partner. It's about being the right partner, y'all. On that note, have a great day. Do something awesome for yourself. This is Jennifer Hurvitz, as usual. It's doing relationships right. I got it. And go. Do something great today. Join Clubhouse. Come chat with me. I'm going to mod lots of rooms. And you can find me, as usual, jenniferhurvitz.com. I'm on Instagram at Doing Relationships Right. My books are One Happy Divorce, Hold the Bullshit, because I don't really hold back, or Woulda, Coulda, Shoulda, a divorce coach's guide to staying married. Thank you so much for being here today. Peace, love, and so much truth.